Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be transforming this little corner of our home office into a guest area, and while I do that I'm going to be covering some tips on accommodating guests in a small space. So whether you just have your sofa, a futon, an air mattress, or even just a sleeping bag, I've got you covered and your guests are going to love what I'm about to share. So my best friend and her husband are staying over for 2 weeks later this month, and I really want them to feel comfortable and welcome while they're here. Depending on how long our guest is staying over and how much time we have to prepare for that, usually we'll either offer our sofa or set up space like this in the office to offer them more privacy. As I'm clearing the area, my first tip here is to do a thorough cleaning of where your guests will sleep. I like to clean the entire home before guests come over, but if there's no time for that, I suggest prioritizing the areas that your guests will use the most, like their sleep area and the bathroom. And the day of, right before they arrive, you can also turn on a candle, and your guest is going to appreciate all the effort that you've made and feel very welcome. I realized I should have dusted before vacuuming, so I went in with a wet wipe and just wiped down all the shelves. If you've seen my office makeover video, then you've seen me decorate these shelves. I did a whole makeover video about it, and things have changed a bit since then. This shelf just started collecting a bunch of random things throughout all my projects, and I also started using the left side to store my camera gear. So I realized that I would rather use these bookshelves functionally as storage than as a decorative display, which is how I have it right now. These are the Billy bookcases from IKEA, and I'm planning on getting some doors to hide away all the clutter and doing another makeover of it. So if you're curious to see that, then stay tuned. I'm planning on working on that next year. And yeah, I'm just wiping it all down so that we don't have any dust flying around while our guests are sleeping on the floor. The second tip is to invest in a sleeper that is comfortable for your guest. That may be a futon, a long enough sofa, or a quality air mattress. For us, it is this foldable queen-size mattress, which has been life-changing. I got this off Amazon 2 years ago when my family was visiting from out of state, and my grandma loved it. We've also had temporary roommates use it as a mattress on their bed frame, and more recently we've laid this out in the living room for movie nights, which was awesome. It's got a medium firm foam and it is so comfortable. It hasn't lost its shape, and it's also got a washable cover. I totally understand though that even this folded up could be a little bulky for some spaces, but if you've got storage for it, then I highly recommend this, and I will make sure to add a link for you below if you're interested. Here I'm covering the mattress with some fresh sheets and tucking it beneath it. If you're using a futon or an air mattress, I'd suggest going the extra mile and doing this too. It doesn't take up too much space to store extra sheets and pillow covers, and your guests are going to appreciate not having to sleep on a surface that may have been used by others. So I just bought this Casa Luna quilt from Target, and I love how heavy and luxurious it feels. It also got me thinking about how when I fold and store it away, it doesn't take up as much space as a puffy comforter would. We also have a comforter that just is pretty bulky. So my next tip is, if you want to have some extra bedding for your guests, you can go with a thinner blanket like a quilt or a throw, and that'll just help you save some storage space. You can also invest in a large throw that dual functions as your sofa throw and a guest blanket. You could even have a quilt and a throw combo for layering during the colder seasons. I got this throw from TJ Maxx and I thought it was so cute. My next tip is to create an essentials basket for your guests. Even if your guest has to sleep on a sofa or a sleeping bag, providing an essentials basket is going to give them that hotel-like experience. This is one of my favorite things to do, and I don't always have the time for it, especially if someone's staying overnight impromptu. But if I know I have family or friends staying for a few nights, I will never forget a basket. This basket is from Target. I think it is so gorgeous and I love the little handles on it. I'll make sure to link it for you below. And the first thing I added in were some fresh body and face towels. If you want to go the bare minimum, you could even stop at the towels and just add a little note in there with the Wi-Fi name and password. I also got these cozy fuzzy socks from Daiso since it's been getting really cold and we've got hardwood floors in our living room, and I thought it'd be really nice to have one for my friend and her husband. We've also got some body sponges since it's not that common to travel with one, and since they're staying for 2 weeks they might want some extra scrubbing. We got some extra teeth things just in case, which I've been saving from all of my dentist appointments. We've got a bar of soap, some lip balm, and they're also bringing their dog, so I also got some dog treats along with gummy bears. And to top it off, I just made a little welcome note with the Wi-Fi name and password and made sure that was very visible because I know they're going to be wanting that as soon as they walk in. Last but not least, I recommend restocking your kitchen so that your guests can comfortably grab snacks. I like to have fruits laying around just in case my guests get hungry. And that is it for my tips on accommodating guests in a small space. I'm just finishing off this little area with a lamp and a box of tissue, but if you don't have the space for this, you can include the tissue in the common areas or in your essentials basket. I'm so curious if you already do any of these things and if you have any ideas for how you like to accommodate guests in your home. Let me know below. I love learning new ways. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more home decor and lifestyle content from me. Follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I love connecting with you guys over there. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.